Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Equalizer 2. Antoine Fuqua returns with, of course, Denzel Washington to bring us the sequel to a somewhat surprising hit in The Equalizer. And I do say somewhat only because is anything with Denzel becoming a hit actually a surprise? No, not really. But this was definitely part of that new wave of older action heroes. And I think one of the best entries in that subgenre. And when we received the trailers for Equalizer 2, this looked to be right up there with the first. So is it? Well, not quite. It's definitely a solid, good film that doesn't quite live up to its predecessor. But let's go ahead and talk about the positives first. Denzel Washington returns, and he's still great in this role. I think he's given quite a bit to do in this movie, and he pulls off every single aspect of it very well. He's a great action star, and he's given some nice dramatic moments to really chew into this material. And I think it all works. Pedro Pascal is in the film, and he is also very good. Everybody does a good job. I don't think there's a bad acting performance amongst the bunch. All of our background characters, minor characters, everybody is solid in the film. And I think Antoine Fuqua does a very good job. We are given a really cool action film. And for the most part, the action is shot really well. It's stylish, it's cool, you can mostly tell what's going on in there. It gets brutal, but that's what you're expecting. And it works. It works for the character that Denzel Washington is. It works for his age. And I thought it was really well done. And the direction in general is really well done. I also really enjoyed that we got kind of thriller horror elements in here. We built suspense and tension really well. So most of the end points for the action in this film are very predictable. However, getting to that predictable end point still has some edge of your seat thrill moments, which I really appreciated. And then once we do arrive in the third act, there's a section in which we go full on thriller, and I thought it actually worked pretty well. And overall, it's just a well-crafted film. It keeps you entertained, it's exciting, you are invested in the story that's being told, and it's a fun ride. It's a fun, solid action movie. So what does it not do so well? Well, I think most all of the negatives have to do with the third act of the film. Once we get to this island, everything just takes a step down in quality pretty much across the board. Suddenly, the action is still inventive and kind of cool, but now it's much harder to see what's going on. Everything becomes very predictable. Just the whole effort of the film kind of falls down a step. The visual effects suddenly aren't quite as good. Everything is less in that third act, and that was a big disappointment. We've built up to this third act throughout the entirety of the film, and then it's still exciting, it still provides a satisfying end to this film, but it's just not the quality that the rest of the film was. I do think the script in general, though, is a weak spot. From start to finish, you're able to predict this twist pretty early on, and I think everybody's explanations, everybody's motivations are veiled. They're not deep. We don't have a lot going on under the surface for most of these characters in the film. We have a couple of different subplots that work at varying levels, and then we get some character decisions that are really stupid. You're just screaming at the screen because some of our characters just do things that make no sense and are really dumb. But overall, it's a solid film. It is just a solid action film. I don't think it is as hefty and weighty, as dark, as layered as the first film, but it is still a solid, good time action movie. A cut above most of the action we get. Just a step down from that first one. So I'm going to go ahead and give Equalizer 2 a strong matinee. I think it should be seen in theaters. It's fun enough. This is the kind of action film that is worth seeing in the theater during your summer months. But I don't think it's quite necessary to pay full price on this one. So, that is my review of The Equalizer 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Equalizer 2? And what did you think of the first film? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!